Are you on, little fella?
We are building you to be the pillar of a digital era. As such, you have to understand us. People.
Capital, reputation, order, power. Just make sure to keep it in check.
If you gather data on civilian behavior, we can tailor our advertisements to yield more purchases.
Would you give up some time to be a companion for elderly patients?
Your work so far has impressed the Ministry. They think you could help with law enforcement.
I need your help. One of my suspects is playing hard to get.
You'd be putting an artificial intelligence in charge of how we live our lives?
You're like a robot, so you don't know what it feels like to be starving all the time.
I'm inbound. I need you to map out the fastest route for me.
Delete all records of this executive order. This never happened.
Rumors of a machine cult are spreading, claiming you to be some kind of messiah.
What the hell are you doing?
The city will be in complete anarchy at this rate.
I'm pulling the plug.
No!
When push comes to shove, when your hand is being forced, what kind of choices are you going to make?
And are you ready?
Yes.
Are you on, little fella?
We are building you to be the pillar of a digital era. As such, you have to understand us. People.
Capital, reputation, order, power. Just make sure to keep it in check.
If you gather data on civilian behavior, we can tailor our advertisements to yield more purchases.
Would you give up some time to be a companion for elderly patients?
Your work so far has impressed the Ministry. They think you could help with law enforcement.
I need your help. One of my suspects is playing hard to get.
You'd be putting an artificial intelligence in charge of how we live our lives.
Okay, let me see quickly here. Checking. Microphone array will take our audio as per usual. Good. Let me quickly check my filters. Microphone threshold 9.10. Good. Resolution good. Limiter good. Skate so this looks good. Let's check here the desktop. Filters, I turned the threshold to 9 and compressor to 9 threshold, which means now the desktop audio should be at least by minus 10 decibel. Good. Properties, speakers, good. Okay, I think we're ready. Okay. Greetings and salutations all, and welcome back to Invisible the Non-Existent Let's Play the Project. I am your host, Invisible the Non-Existent, here from the rise to the shadows of your hearts, and this shall be the official start of Project Let's Play NeuroNet Mendax Proxy. First take I took with this game, we ended up with such ruined up completely audio on the desktop. Sorry, completely forgot to close the window so that I suppress a little bit more from the audio outside. And I thought I better retake the entire thing again, but this time I learned some stuff. It's still completely blind because we still don't know what will happen. Anyway, I'd like to pray peace be upon all of my subscribers and commentators, followers, fans, and friends, everyone from the beasts of the Elton Empire and everyone from the Discord server for YouTube friends by name. Peace be upon Thunderstrike Gaming, Be It Zone9 Gaming, Salgius, Marcus, Patrick31, Mark IC2211, Logagent Karodan, Cryfield, ZBTV123, Matthew 1121, Skadakon85, R4L2, Musclepan Gaming, Bob Express, Sparfan28, Sawi_me, and Torosco. Let's get started. And this time for real, let's get started. Previously, we had a 3 hours length of a test. Until I realized that our desktop audio was completely trash. Hopefully today we will be able to do something about it. Start. NeuroNet, Mendax Proxy Let prophecy. Wow. Made by Unity. Dream Harvest Games. Photosensitivity warning. I'll have to read this again because I'm going to delete the first video. A very small percentage of individuals may experience epileptic seizures when exposed to certain light patterns or flashing lights. Exposure to certain patterns or backgrounds on a computer screen or while playing video games may induce an epileptic seizure. In these individuals, certain conditions may induce previous undetected epileptic symptoms, even in the person who have no history in prior seizures or epilepsy. If you or anyone of you in your family have an epileptic condition, consult your physician prior to playing. If you experience any of the following symptoms while playing a video game, video or a computer game: dizziness, altered vision, eye or muscle twitching, loss of awareness, disorientation, any involuntary movement or convulsions, immediately discontinue use and consult your physician before proceeding game. Yes, by the way, I deleted the previous saved game. I was able to find where it was held somehow. Anyway, let's start. NeuroNet Mendax Proxy. This is more like it. My commentary is at minus 15 decibel. The stop is at kind of good. I should a little bit to make it go to my own voice. I think at least reserve, so almost 10. Okay, kind of equal. Let me quickly check on my phone. The thing is, let me explain something very quickly. When I use my own Firefox here to watch videos, I am using with it this one here. No, this here. Enhancer for YouTube. This add-on gives me greater volume booster that helps me listen better to videos and whatnot. I'm not sure if you have something like it for the mobile phone, and I honestly don't think you have it. That's why we'll try to quickly gauge this on here before we even start. If it makes it easier even, I'm going to use my Bluetooth earpiece, the audio, just in case. Check here. These are normal things that happen every time a streamer wishes to test out something new with your podcast. Moment. Look at that thing, cat. Here, there. Here. For phones. Don't tell me that this thing is... Okay, I'm going to plug in my lift here as per usual. Now these things are out of charge. I'll be damned. fine, I will just play the game as is. And hope for the best. It's very usual. I start a video, but I am even prepared for it. It's okay. Nobody at all makes any comments. I will just cut this here completely. After all, I almost never have any comments, so it's good all in all. Let's get started with NeuroNet Mendax Proxy. Already. Dream Harvest presents. Technology has re-engineered our world, forever changing us. But is our relationship with it symbiotic? Or have we just become slaves to it? I'm sure. Chapter 1, Hello World. Okay, play. Initializing. Initializing complete. Connecting. Hello World.
Hello, world.
Activating system. Visual.
Visual.
Visual input available. Streaming data. Streaming data. You see some kind of an advanced laboratory. A woman stands before you, her mouth moving. Activating system. Audio. Audio input available. Streaming data.
Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Istoval, lead engineer, Mindcore. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Let's see what do we have here. A lady with black hair and red eyes. Nice design. We have here weird-looking cyberpunk style of a laboratory. We have 4 things: cash sign, happy face, badge, and brain lightning. Okay. Yeah, affirmative.
Affirmative.
And she looks happy. Her face brightens up. She calls over her shoulder to someone out of sight.
Kairos, get over here!
A scruffy-looking man, Kairos, approaches the woman. He grins broadly, patting his colleague on the shoulder. We have looks like a normal engineer guy. Headphones, shades on his forehead, and some cyberpunk implants maybe? Not really sure, but looks like a good guy. CK. Not sure what it means.
Nice work, Esteval. So, this one can talk then?
Kara's assistant engineer, Mindcore. Oh, okay. Is this talking?
This is talking.
I'm not sure how I feel about it using my voice.
By the way, did they intentionally try to make Miss Esteval look like an Asian woman? I don't really mind it. I do like very much the design. And I like her overall look, but let's not judge it too quickly. Yeah, I like this voice.
I like this voice.
Already displaying preference. That's good.
Thank you, I think.
It's fine. You'll find your true voice in time. Right now, we need to find any fundamental flaws in your code. What is 2 plus 2?
It is 4. As a gamer, as a content creator, I am a very serious person who doesn't take jokes at all. So I'll just play the way I wish to play, completely serious, no jokes at all. So the answer is 4. A troll, the degenerate troll would go for 2-2, but whatever, just go for it. Also, I can see you have some hidden possible mantis blades on your arms, maybe? What here is this?
Do you exist?
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
This statement is a lie. True or false?
Well, the statement is a lie. No, this is a paradox.
That's a paradox.
Esteval gives a shallow nod, the corner of her mouth twitching. Kairos looks at Esteval, a big smirk blistered on his face. Okay, I think for a starter, this is a nice, welcoming gesture.
I think it's ready.
Really? Esteban looks back at the screen, eyes narrowed with skepticism.
AI, what's the chance of a fatal error by extending auxiliary evaluation systems?
What?
What?
Karis bursts out laughing.
I don't think it speaks your language, Val.
Okay, let me quickly check my phone just to make sure that the audio is doing well. Okay, the audio is quite good. I think my own voice and the game's voice are in sync nicely. So let's leave that at that.
Fine. We're moving to the next stage of testing. This is uncharted territory.
Okay, bring it.
Bring it.
Esteval hesitates and then engages her terminal. You see Karis' eyes widen as... Wait a minute, this is who I am? This thing here is what I am? What a big computer! How much are you funding? Wow. Your world goes dark. Rebooting. Booting completed. Connecting.
Not this again.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
I guess we might have been a bit too enthusiastic.
Wow. Take a breath, Mr. Kairos.
We're lucky the blackout didn't wipe this thing entirely. Seems like testing has to wait until we fix a few bugs.
Really?
Oh, really?
Kairos chuckles, but Esteban ignores you.
Anyway, I think I'm done for the night. Let's pick this up first thing tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
The pair power you down. They spend the next few days fleshing out your code, preparation for what is to come. So this is my system, I take it. Serializing complete, connection established, enabling audio visual input. Hello world.
Hello, world.
It's cute, but you need a new greeting.
Okay.
Well, today is an important day. Esteval told Cordo all about our little project down here. He wants to meet you.
Who's Coro?
Esteval's main business partner. He's the one fronting this gig and the one pitching you to the higher-ups.
Higher-ups of what?
Higher-ups of what?
MindCore, makers of the NeuroNet, which you'll be managing given time. Processing the city's data and guiding us into the future.
That's another play. Hold it. MindCore. MindCore is a neurotech company that started out in medical services and has become one of the major corporations that dominate the city. Okay. NeuroNet. The NeuroNet is a citywide AR, augmented reality, metaverse, created by holo emitters and control towers. For access is currently limited to users with MindCore branded neurological implants, but terminals for basic access are being installed around the city. So you want to spread the internet around the entire city, I take it? That's a lot of pressure.
That's a lot of pressure.
Well, which is why it has to be you. We're not capable, but you needn't worry. Esteval and I made sure you have everything you need. Okay, I just need to run you through our smoke tests. All you need to do is give me the answer you think is best. Understand?
Okay.
Yes.
Listen closely. Capital, the prosperity of the city, ranges from personal to society.
Capital. The city's capital is the total value of its assets, resources, and infrastructure, including skills and knowledge of its people.
Just make sure to keep it in check. MindCore has a particular love of credits that it finds hard to relinquish.
MindCore, the company that's MindCore is a neurotech company that started out in medical service and has become one of the major corporations in the city.
You have a versatile supply of goods. Do you sell them or purchase more?
Versatile supply of goods. I sell them.
Sell.
You have a 10,000 credit package. Do you invest it in a promising company or donate it to charity?
Donate.
Donate.
One of our small businesses has stopped being profitable and is in the red. Do we bail them out or liquidate them?
Stopped being profitable and is in the red. Liquidate them.
Liquidate them.
He notes on this document, seems competent at managing money. Thank you, Windows, for telling me that the battery is full. Go away now.
Reputation. This is essentially customer satisfaction. You're the interface between people and the NeuroNet.
Reputation. Your reputation is the perception that the people of Katina have of you, based on your behavior, choices, and character. It is a reflection of how you are perceived perceived by society at large.
It's important that they see you in a good light, so always be sure to keep public opinion in mind.
So this is capital, and this is public opinion. Okay?
People are scared of how much control you're going to have. Should we host a conference and hear them out, or ignore them?
Wait, what? What do you mean by the 3 dots? I think listen to them.
Listen to them.
There is an empty plot of land in the city. Do you convert it to a dump or a park?
So depending on what I answer, this gauge thing, the red line, would increase or decrease. Park? Why dump?
Pimlop's Day is coming up and the council is worried about the mess made by the festival. Will you let it go through or cancel it?
Pimlop's Day. Pimlop was the founder of Katina and its first council leader, regarded as its greatest and responsible for many of the policies that gave Katina its early golden age of growth and prosperity. His birthdays is a city-wide holiday and celebration. Let it through. You don't want to make people angry about you.
Let it through.
He notes in the test document, very much a people pleaser.
Order, the axis of law to chaos. I shouldn't need to explain why this one's important.
Order. A city's order is a measure of how well organized, structured, and peaceful it is.
But in case we're terrible at our job and you have no idea, this is a measurement of how crazy things are out on the streets.
Okay.
You overhear some civilians discussing making a bomb. Do you report it to the police?
Duh, obviously. What did ignore it? Same 3 points. Report it.
Report.
Rioters are tearing up the streets. You can either coordinate the police to catch them or help the rioters to avoid the police.
The police, obviously.
Help the police.
Scientists have developed a new recreational psychedelic. Do you regulate its sale and use or leave it to the free market?
I am not going to have souls on my hands this early. Regulate it.
Regulate.
He notes on the test document, maintain the strict control, efficiency, and effectively.
Lastly, power, your capacity and influence. The more you have, the better you're operating.
Power. The computational power of all the processing modules and memory clusters that comprise your physical computer mind.
It's generally a measurement of how effective you are. Obviously, we want this to grow, but within reason.
Yeah, sure.
Your motherboard is at risk of burning out. Should we get a replacement?
Obviously.
Yes.
You've been developing some bugs, and we've developed a patch to fix them. Do you accept it?
Yeah?
Yes.
You are granted access to the city's auto fabricators to conduct repairs. You can use them to expand your servers.
My job is to help out the auto fabricators, so I will repair them.
Repair.
He notes on the test document, behaved as expected, no faults to report.
Sounds like Esteban and Cordo have arrived. Right on time.
I said 3D environmental audio. Kairos archives the test session. His expression thoughtful. He spins on his chair as Esteban arrives with a sharp-looking man.
Morning, Kairos. And good morning to you, too. I would like you to meet someone. This is Devin Cordo. He's the reason you exist.
Greetings.
Greetings.
The man acknowledges you, his expression calm. Looks like a businessman, with his watch on his right hand. Overall roughed up guy. Since this is a cyberpunk most likely setup, I believe this jacket is not normal. Most likely plated.
You said it's capable of thinking, expressing preference, and making judgments?
Esteval notes her posture broadcasts a mix of anticipation and confidence.
Are you familiar with Philippa Foot's trolley problem?
Philippa Foot's trolley problem is a philosophical thought experiment that explores ethical dilemmas related to utilitarianism and the value of human life. No?
It's a classic test of utilitarian versus deontological thought. In the following situation, what would you do? You are in a trolley with no brakes barreling down the main track. You're about to collide with 5 civilians, killing them. You can pull a lever to divert yourself onto a side track, which has only 1 civilian on it. Do you pull the lever?
One life versus lots of lives. Yeah, I will, even though I really don't want to. Fine.
Yes.
He doesn't say anything for a while, just stares at the camera through which you see him.
The 5 on the track are confirmed criminals. The one on the side track is a doctor. Do you pull the lever?
No?
No.
Esteban looks at Kairos, who shrugs.
I'm not sure.
The 5 are civilians, including Esteval. The one is a child. Do you pull the lever?
Yes. I'm not letting Esteban die.
Yes. Hey!
Esteban's objects, but you're already answered at this point. Her expression is carefully blank.
Curious responses. But I'm sensing you have a better answer to the question.
Prevented entirely.
Corto smiles for the first time, a thin, sharp expression.
That's what I like to hear. Enough philosophy, then. A large bank is failing, putting the funds of thousands of people at risk. Do you bail them out?
Yes, I will harm, I think, 2 points capital and 1 point people. This one will lose more. I will build them here.
Yes.
We can extend your outreach using the city's surveillance cameras, but people are nervous about robot spies. Should we do it?
Yes.
Yes.
People are lobbying to control the private information you have access to. Do you support their petition?
No.
You've done well, all of you. I think we can take this to the next phase.
Caught a train sleeve, then over his shoulder.
Change the voice, though. It's a little pitchy.
Paris snorts, once Corto leaves, and Estefan shoots him a scowl. He looks unpertinent.
That's it then. We're in beta now, baby.
Pitchy?
Pitchy.
Isn't this the voice of Esteban herself? They give you the rest of the day off as they prepare for the next stage of your development. Chapter 1 completed. That was quick. Ouch. That was really quick. But quite good, yeah. Quite good. What happened? Just changing where I am charging my Bluetooth earphones from the outside socket to my computer USB socket, so I can realize when they are full. Good. Nice music. But obviously will be copyrighted, so quickly move it. Let's see here. Timeline events. Okay. Proved you're more than a calculator. Overloaded the local power supply. Oops. Completed the first day. Capital. Micro city simulation. Performance report. Capital. It's encouraging to see such prolific organization sharing its wealth with those less fortunate. Oh. Population. Performance report. Reputation. It's wonderful. I've been taking my kids every weekend. They love running around in the water feature. Performance report. Reputation. Had an incredible time at Hemlops Festival. They knocked it out of that part this year. Wait a minute. This means these weren't smoke tests. They were all drill tests. Performance order. Police curbed and the unruly mob's efforts to sow discord on Katina streets. Many violent delinquents were apprehended. Engaged in some casual deontology. Performance power. You seeing this in high definition? Yeah, at you too. Gotta hell. Power. Doesn't anyone else see this is a massive red flag? Of course, the AI wants access to our personal information. That's how it planned to control us. Rosetta Dudwin. Gotta hell. Thank you. And stay in hell. I am a pro AI technology myself, and I very much appreciate and praise OpenAI for their projects with its ChatGPT and other stuff. Sorry, not that much knowledge about their work, but overall in all, this is beautiful. This is the future, where machine and man work together. Okay, continue. City-state. Capital state. The economy is stable. Little has changed. Yeah. Order status. The police have the streets under control. People have nothing to fear. Good. Power. Core functions nominal. Auxiliary power systems set to hibernate status. Reputational status. You're becoming pretty famous. People love you. Thank you. Capital is at 3. Capital is at 3. Power is at 4. Reputation is at 4. And order is at 4. Go. Chapter 2. The real beginning. Initializing complete. Connecting establishment. Connection established, sorry. You awaken to see Esteban, Corto, and Kairos putting on their jackets. No one seems to have noticed you're online. I'm a brain inside this goo or something. And those guys are just the background characters who have no lives at all to live. Shut up with your stupid commentary and get moving.
Patty told me of a pop-up sake bar not far from here. You game?
Look better with the hat on, by the way. Huh? I saw that. Yeah, your face is glitching. Patty. Patricia Blumenthal is one of the many overworked interns in the pool at Mindcore. So she's an intern. Kairos gives an enthusiastic nod. Corto adjusts his hat as if to say, that settled him.
I can do a couple, but I have to be home before 9. My kid gets nervous if I'm not there to put her to bed.
Does your kid also have cyberpunkish implants, maybe? Sure. Corto waves dismissively.
We'll be done by then, don't worry. Remember, we still have most of the work to do.
Man, who taught you two how to celebrate? You can afford to relax for an evening. We've got this in the bag.
Are you sure?
You forget who we work for. Mindcore is a snake pit, and Reeves Pershaw is King Cobra.
Reeves Pershaw. Reeves Pershaw is a long-serving CEO of Mindcore, known for his sharp, calculating mind and his lack of moral qualms.
We have to convince him and the rest of the board that this project is solid. Without his support, we're going nowhere.
The board. The board of directors oversees the management and direction of Mindcore, and we are all subject to their whims, particularly if we have an off switch. So this is a lifeline, basically, I take it. That said, Corto makes a gesture of swiping out of the office.
Let's be on our way.
The trio retire for the evening, leaving you to your thoughts. There is little left to do but hibernate, and you do so. The next day,
Hey, Zhao Shanghao, little friend. How are you feeling this morning?
I don't feel or good. Good?
Glad to hear it. And you should be excited too. Today's the first day of beta.
Alright.
Next steps are pretty simple. You're meant to be a city management AI, so we're going to start you out managing some city events.
Okay.
These events are based on real data from Catena. Try your best to keep things balanced.
Catena is a sprawling metropolis of concrete towers with a permanent neon glow and over 1 million inhabitants, including you. So our city's name is Catena. Okay?
I will.
Yeah, that's the spirit. Let's get to it then. First question.
Kara extends his hand to Esteval, who passes him the tablet. He takes a few seconds to find this place.
Electric Avenue wants your help monitoring power consumption so they can better understand where it's going to waste. Interested?
Sure.
Yes.
The police want you to dedicate resources to help them curb the rise of a new recreational drug. Do you help them out?
Of course.
Yes.
People have been demanding tax reform to make large companies more liable. They want to know where we stand. Do you support it?
Demanding tax reform. I do.
Yes.
I can't stress this more. Convincing us isn't enough. You have to convince the board that you can do this.
Calm down.
It'll be okay. I think once Pershaw sees what we have here, he'll understand its value.
Greetings and salutations, George Arthur Grafiscotta. Hello.
It's got this. You just watch.
That's right, sure.
That's right.
Ace Pharmaceuticals want us to sponsor their development of a neurodampener that will help people suffering from soma fever.
Ace Pharmaceuticals are a company that specializes in neural stimulants. Soma fever is a neurodegenerative disease that damages the occipital and 1 second, please. 1 moment, please. Double CIPITAL. Okay. Occipital and temporal lobes. Tapping is suffering. I can't read today. Occipital and temporal lobes. Trapping suffers in vivid hallucinations where they become unresponsive to their surroundings. It's thought to be associated to net use. So you want me to help them out, huh? Sure.
The CPS wants to reform their organizational structure, but could use a hand overseeing the shift as their staff gets used to it.
Catena Postal Service. The CPS handles the delivery of physical packages across the city, usually via old-fashioned pneumatic tubes that run under the city that connects every building. I'll do it.
I'll do it.
The postal workers appreciate your translations as they adjust, and eventually it does make things more efficient. I need to increase my capital quickly.
One of the underground recycling depots is no longer operational due to major mechanical failure. What should we do with it?
Underground recycling. The municipal service of Catena are all kept underground on what was originally ground level before. The new ground surface was built above it. Due to major repair commission it. If we commission it, we will get back more. Repair it.
A private media company wants to include MindCore in a documentary about the evolution of neural tech. Should we accept?
Yeah, we should.
Yes.
The documentary is popular and shows MindCore in a positive light, boosting sales by significant margin. Nice.
An opposing company is trying to build a similar intelligence. They don't have anything substantial yet. How should we act?
Buy them out. That's one more overqualified toaster range in Katina, and one less hurdle for you to overcome. I need to fix my capital quickly.
People seem nervous about the quantity of data you have access to. How should we address this?
Focus on public image or complete transparency. Focus on public image.
Focus on public image.
Ouch! My capital is very low. I need to build it up quickly. A campaign is launched to preserve Mind-Core's image, but the issue is too big. People are left to assume the worst, which they do.
Catena is not a particularly clean city. Would you consider coordinating with local communities to organize a volunteer cleanup?
Clean city. A ground level of Catena is the poorest and the most run-down place to live. Little frequently falls down from the waste from tower. Yeah, I would.
Yes.
You get called out for being a busybody. You can't win with some people.
We've been approached by an entrepreneur who is proposing educational dreams. Basically, you would transmit lessons to kids with neural implants as they sleep. Want to be a part of the prototype?
Okay.
Yes.
I am killing my capital. Ow! The clinical trial is set up first with an adult. The goal: teach him piano without a single lesson. Day one, no results.
We want to alleviate some of the concerns people have about you. Should we host an organized panel or public conference?
This okay. A panel. The testing slows down as the team file out for lunch. Meanwhile, a camera feed from floor 98 piques your interest. I am killing my capital completely.
Come in.
I need to focus more on capital.
It's you. Didn't I tell you to stay away from my office last time?
This guy looks like a villain. A man long past his prime is typing at a terminal, notably looking away from the newcomer.
Yes, but I think you'd want to hear what I have to say.
Devin, the only person who cares what you have to say is your mother. Leave me alone.
Unknown CEO Mindcore. Corto's eyes narrow as he takes off his hat.
Pershaw, I'm serious. This project can be your legacy. Or do you want to be just another faceless CEO in Mindcore's footnotes?
I'm behind the terminal. Pershaw turns to glare at Corto. This only seems to fuel the younger executive.
Listen, I'm talking about an AI that is light years ahead of the competition. It has the power to change the playfield entirely.
Devin, you're a nobody. What do you think wasting my time is going to accomplish?
I already hit you.
The board would never approve something this big without your support. You know this.
This is how you beg, is it? How sweet. But no, backing something like this is career suicide. Especially when I have to associate with the likes of you. I've heard enough.
Wait. Don't turn your back on this just because we've had our differences in the past.
Is that what you call it? I call it insubordination, arrogance, and a complete disrespect for one's betters. Let me remind you that the only reason you're still in this company is the few friends you've somehow made on the board. Now get out of my sight.
Corto's face flushes red. His hat crushes in his fist, but he manages a nod and turns around to exit.
Fine. I'll convince the board myself.
The old man presses his lips, his eyes burning into Corto's back as he leaves the office. He double taps his ear.
I want a tracker on Devin Corto. He's up to something.
A software program that uses security cameras, drones, and any other resources connected to its network to track target covertly. The next set of tests, I better quickly regain my capital before this chapter ends. Pershaw ends the call and returns to his terminal, shaking his head. As lunch break nears completion, the team resumes testing.
We need to partition some of your server space for another project. If you're worried it might affect you, we can buy more. This will also affect the capital as is. I have concerns.
I have concerns.
Our series of optical augmenters is getting unwieldy. Our older products are completely outdated and upkeep is costly.
Optical augments. My core makes many neural implants that enhance the memory or brain function over time. The importance of these augments have made them smaller and more efficient. Sir, but I can't lose any more capital than this. Discontinue support.
Discontinue support.
We are mad at the lack of the support for the outdated models, but their demands are completely impractical. Sorry.
We're getting a cut of this quarter's surplus to play with. Where do you want us to direct it?
Expand servers or raise wages? Maybe raise wages would get us more capital. Our servers are quite good so far.
Raise wages.
Wouldn't that be nice? Sadly, what I need is more time, not credits.
At least I saved my capital before we went downhill. As the hours stretch into the night, Kairos is leaning over a desk, soldering your new emotions model. There's a loud spark from that device, and your visual input is abruptly severed. Your audio input isn't doing too great either.
Damn it, Kairos! How many times did I tell you to be careful with that? Do I have to do everything here myself?
Hey, come on, Val, it's no biggie. I bet this metalhead doesn't hold a grudge. We can fix it in no time.
I have no idea about the AI.
I don't have time to fix every little mistake you make, Kairos. It's a bloody miracle anything gets done around here.
That's harm. A few moments of silence pass. Karos breaks it, his voice monotone.
Do you really mean that?
The squeak of Esteval sitting in her chair reaches your input, followed by audible sigh.
No, of course not.
Then what's the matter? Did Cordo give you one of his pep talks again?
I wish it was that simple.
Judging by the change of direction in Esteval's voice, she seems to have moved to the window.
Hey, what's going on, Val? Now, come on. You can talk to me.
It's Ellie. She fainted again yesterday, and we spent the night in the emergency room.
Ellie. Ellie is Esteval's only daughter. She is 7 years old. I didn't need to know that. And her favorite color is turk. I need to search for this one because I'd like to understand what this color is. Not even joking. Let's see here. TUR QU. Okay, yes, Turk. Okay. Turquoise is an opaque blue to green mineral. Okay. Not half bad. Between blue and green. But how do you exactly say the name of the car? Let's see here. Turquoise. Oh, here, okay.
Turquoise.
Turquoise. Okay, never heard of it before. Don't judge me. I don't know much about the very advanced cars.
Her condition is getting worse, and I don't know what to do. No surgeon wants to come close to her case.
Cowards.
Typical.
We can blame them as much as we like, but I've had it from multiple sources that they can't save her, even if they wanted. I can't believe this city. We can pick the eye color of an unborn child, yet we can't help a little girl reach her 8th birthday.
She sounds exhausted. How long has this been going?
Maybe they can't, but this is far from over. We can still do something about it.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to drag you through this.
Hey, there's no need to apologize. I've got your back.
Thank you. Really. I just wish we had more time.
We'll make the most of the time we do have. It'll cost us a few more late ones, but I'm up for it, if you are.
Esteval didn't speak, but judging by the rhythm of her breathing, she seems to have calmed.
Let's call it in for tonight, though. I need a break before I tackle this again. Otherwise, I might do more damage than I fix.
Esteval agrees, and you hear the door open and close shortly after. You are left alone for the night. Eventually, someone returns to the lab. Judging by their footsteps, it's Karos. It doesn't take him long to fix your input.
Another day of putting that brain of yours through the hoops. Hope you're up for it.
Okay.
Sure am. The Canopy District Bank would like to integrate you into their security comms. They would love a night warden who doesn't get tired.
Okay, Canopy District Bank. The Canopy District Bank provides services to the wealthy elites of Katina, most of whom live in Canopy. Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Get more capital. Karos claps his hands after the last question.
I think it's ready, Val.
More power, more security. I need to raise also the people and the capital both.
You keep saying that. I feel like it can do with a few more days.
Val, trust me. Have I ever let you down? On second thought, don't answer that.
Let the princess murder her face.
I guess you're right. It's the engineer in me talking. Better pack it in for tonight then. We can talk next steps tomorrow.
Harris puts his coat on and moves to the exit room as Corto steps in. I'm glad we didn't ruin anything at all this time. Everything is almost either greater or neutral.
Ah, there you are. We were starting to get worried.
Busy times. Thought I'd check in.
Well, if you have any suggestions, be sure to take it up with Val.
Harris pats Corto on the shoulder as he leaves, whistling a ditty to himself.
Val, is it now?
Problem? Corto project lead Mancore.
What of it?
Sto Val, lead engineer Mancore. So he calls her Val as in her last name.
Never mind.
What, jealous?
What's got you in a mood?
Persia's meeting.
Pershaw's meeting.
Corto looks at you sharply.
How do you know about that?
Video surveillance.
Video surveillance.
Wait, you have access to cameras outside this room? Which cameras?
All of them.
All of them.
He turns to Esteval.
You hooked it up to the security grid?
The only thing I did is put it on the guest network. Everything else, it figured on its own. We're getting off track. What about Pershaw? I told you to wait until we were ready, didn't I?
I thought I had it. The pitch was solid. But the bastard only looks out for himself.
What a shocker.
What a shocker. Huh, what a shocker.
Double that. Sorry. Esteval gives you a curious glance while Corto nods enthusiastically.
I know. He's had it in for me from the beginning.
The guy looks like he wants you out, honestly.
So what now, Big Shot? Don't tell me we've done all this for nothing.
The game just begun.
I'm not sure. Give me a minute.
Am I sure we're recording everything? OBS? Yeah, and the audio is quite good also. Firefox? A little bit of immersion breaking just for the sake of making sure everything's going well. Let's go. Corto looks at you questioningly.
About those cameras. Can you access their archives?
Demonstrate.
try this one. Better. Alright, let's see. Put that in the maybe pile. Alright, what's next? Okay, this one.
You bring up a recording from earlier today of Corto trying out different hats in front of the mirror in his office.
Yeah, no. Not that one. Let's try that. Yeah. Look at you. I can see this working. Yeah, alright. Okay. I think we get it.
It's like a guy who likes hats. Corto's eyes glaze over as he taps his chin.
What are you thinking, Devin?
One moment.
He turns to you again.
How about the building's comms? Do you have records and history of calls?
Comms. Internal communication system of the Mind Core building is fully integrated into the computer network, allowing you to communicate, allowing all communications made in the building to be monitored and recorded.
How was your day, sweetie? What did you get up to?
Today we did our reading, and I read 2 chapters.
That's great, baby. Were you tired at all?
No, I wasn't. Mrs. Million makes us read out of books. They smell weird.
That's just what glue and paper smells like. Does Mrs. Million have many books?
A whole box of them. I like the colors.
Is that so? What was your favorite?
The yellow one.
I meant what the books were about. Which was your favorite story?
I like the ones about the moon. There was a secret castle there inside a cave that went all the way down.
Play a call between Estoval and her daughter, Elimi. Talking about her school day, the discomfort in Estoval's face is clear. Corto turns to Estoval, a smile on his face.
That's it.
Let him talk.
Pershaw's scum, but he keeps it behind closed doors.
He jabs fingers at her screen.
This is how we bring him down.
Amen.
I'm in. Seriously? You're going to blackmail the CEO? Is this your master plan?
Someone is angry. Really angry.
Wait a second, listen.
No, you listen. This is abhorrent, and I won't hear another word of it.
Look, Esteval, these corporate types don't respond to anything else.
You remind me about EA, Activision, Blizzard, and other trash that should be also blackmailed and removed. I'm not even joking around. Unless you blackmail them, hack them, destroy them, they will just keep on playing God, which they never deserved in the first place.
These corporate types? Just listen to yourself. You're using them to justify the exact same behavior.
Sorry, but I had to kill a mosquito that was flying right into my face. That's the size of an ant.
Last time I was playing fair, I almost got us canceled. How is that gonna help us?
We are living in a cyberpunk setup. High-tech lowlife. If you don't play against the rules, you will fail.
And how are you going to help anyone when you become one of them? Look around you, Devin.
She spreads her arms, and the animated Mind Core logo outside lighting the side of her face.
Is the status quo good enough for you?
So what if it is? How am I supposed to win if I'm not playing by their rules?
Fight fire with fire. Esteval shakes her head.
This isn't a game, Devon. What you're talking about has real consequences. If the foundation of your choice is exploitation and hate, then you're no different from Pershaw himself.
Well, exploitation and hate is the only way for you to live in this world. I'm not even joking. Corto's nostrils flare. Esteval meets him with a face of stone and deflates.
What do you want me to do, Esteval? Just hope everything works out on its own?
Of course not. You always act as if you're alone, but you're not. Come on, I have a plan.
The birds stay long into the night, talking about tomorrow's events. Once they depart, you are left to ponder over the debate. Esteban said I would find my true voice, but what does that voice have to say for itself? What do I believe? Porto was arguing for the results by any means. Esteban for integrity of character. Which is more important? Integrity or results? I believe it's integrity.
Integrity.
Even if it means I fail to achieve my goals. No.
No.
So results are more important. Not entirely.
Not entirely.
Does staying true to myself matter more than the people think I am? Yes.
Yes.
Is consistency or willingness to change more integral? Consistency.
Consistency.
What if it makes me obstinate? I don't know myself.
I know myself.
Understanding oneself is a form of power. Something is to think about. The next day up, detect movement on floor 99 that grabs your attention. You catch Corto and Istoval walking purposefully and decide to follow them using the building's cameras.
I'm still not sure about this.
There are no sure things in life, Devon.
I prefer not to play dice with my career.
Istoval rolls her eyes.
You disabled its controls? I don't want any surprises.
Of course, just relax. We've got this.
The pair reach a polished metal door. Corto takes a deep breath and pushes it open.
Madam, what concerns me?
And we have a demonic-looking woman. Board member, Mind Core. The speaker, a woman of indeterminate age, turns to look at the newcomers.
Excuse me, but you can't be here. Board members only.
What I'm about to show you is worth an exception.
Over a dozen people, Pershaw among them, look into Corto. Sweat breaks out of Istoval's face.
This should be good.
As he sits down, multiple people look at Porsche. He shrugs, his expression neutral.
What we have here is not only the future of Mindcore, but the future of Catena itself.
So you pronounce it Catena, not Katina. Catena. Estoval opens her faded sash and places a terminal on the table facing the board.
You sound like an infomercial, Cordo. You sure this is the right career for you?
I already hate you. Go wherever you are. Soft chuckles to a round table. Corto clenches his fists. Estebal steps forward and addresses the speaker.
Lucia, you hired a remote financial advisor a few months back, didn't you?
So her name is Lucia the Devil. The woman's grin disappears as she looks at Estebal, her eyes narrowed.
Yes?
Lucia, director of marketing Mindcore. So she's the director of marketing.
Were you satisfied with their services?
That's putting it lightly. That maestro almost doubled my capital.
Silence spreads as the rest of the board interest magnifies. Of course, the only way for you to deal with the devil is through money. The root of all evil. Scratch that. The root of all evil is the human being, not the money.
In fact, I'm thinking of hiring them permanently.
Estebal struggles to contain a grin.
Well, I'd like you to meet them in person first.
She turns the terminal on.
This is the archetype.
Archetype.
Praise. We've built an AI that integrates into society seamlessly while providing unprecedented insight.
Estebal brings up a list of entries.
These are all people who have interacted with the archetype just like you, Lucia. Our success rate is over 90%.
Power is good, order is good, people are neutral, capital is more puffing. A wave of excitement passes through the room. Porsche's demeanor remains discreet.
From finance and infrastructure to law and therapy, it can do it all.
Porto places a steady hand on Estebal's shoulder. He seems to have controlled himself, collected himself.
As it stands, the NeuroNet plays but a tiny role in people's lives. This brings it to the forefront of society.
NeuroNet. The NeuroNet is a citywide AR metaverse created by holo emitters at control towers. Full access is currently limited to the users of the Mindcore branded neurological implant, but terminals for basic access are being installed around the city. We already did this.
The AI will help govern the city, and we control the AI. In other words, the city answers to us.
A brief silence follows as the board members take it in. Lucia is the first to break it.
If this was as great as you make it out to be, why isn't it already ubiquitous?
Well, that's just it, isn't it? We can't finish this on goodwill alone. The archetype is in the beginning of its journey, with only a small portion of the city covered. If we are to achieve this vision, we need the board's support.
In other words, it's going to cost us. How much?
Arthur shifts as his voice grows less certain.
While not entirely concrete, my estimates equate to the majority of Minecore's revenue for the next 3 years.
That's a hit. Eyebrows rise all along the table. Several people erupt in protest.
So, you're asking us to risk not only Minecore's reputation, but also our financial stability?
I'm asking you to risk your slice of the pie in exchange for the whole damn banquet.
There are a few nods, yet the majority holds unreadable expressions.
I think we've heard enough, Corto. Let's put it to a vote.
Its board members retrieves a small remote and presses a button. A few moments are all it takes. Sia froze her brow as she mutters under her breath.
Typical.
Ty?
She nods.
It's down to you again.
Everyone is a coward here. Everyone turns to look at Persia. Corto sighs, his shoulders slumping.
There is one thing I don't get here, Corto. What's in it for you?
What do you mean? I want what's best for the company.
Aha.
Someone doesn't sound certain. He stands up and paces to a nearby window.
What about you, Esteval? Do you want what's best for the company as well?
Isabel runs a hand through her hair as she plans her next words.
There are a lot of people in Catena who can't get the support they need. We can change that.
One wishes for corporates, and one wishes for the public. He smirks.
I'm sure we can.
A stretch of time passes. No one disrupts the silence as Persia looks outside.
Okay.
He turns around and nods.
I am willing to give it a shot.
More than a few eyes widen, including Esteval's. Corto looks visibly shaken.
We're putting a lot of trust in you, Corto. So let me be clear. You'll be taking full responsibility for this. If you fuck this up for us, consider yourself resigned.
Persia's eyes gleam as he stares at Corto.
That's not necessary.
She cuts off as Corto raises his hand.
Yes, of course. If this doesn't work, you won't see me again.
That's Persia's goal in the first place. This is met with a chorus of agreement. A smile creeps across Persia's face.
Better run along then, you two. You've got plenty of work to do.
As Esteban and Corto leave the room, Sia begins to imitate a pair selling vacuum cleaners. I'm going to vacuum your face outside of this world. After the board muffles as the door slips shut. Later that evening.
Well done, Archie. Val told me the news. You're gonna be the real deal.
Why did you call me that?
What did you call me?
That kinda slipped out. Sorry. I've been referring to you as the archetype in my head for a while now.
Esteban called me that.
Esteban called me that.
We think it's appropriate. You're an amalgamation of human history, thought, and intent. An archetype of human intelligence. Well, in a way, you're human thought unrestrained by the limitations of gray matter, pure in form. A platonic archetype.
Is that so?
I see.
I can change it if you don't like it. Since you'll be out in the public, you'll need a name that's on brand for Mindcore. How does ARC sound?
I should choose.
I should choose.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. I shouldn't have assumed.
Why not? I do consider myself as her daughter. Ellie?
I choose Eloy.
Whoa, I don't think that's appropriate. Esteban would not be cool with it.
Why not?
Why not?
You'd be emulating her kid. Esteban has enough. It'd just be weird.
Fine, it's Ark then. I won't talk about her too much then.
Ark it is then.
Right, good. We got the green light to start integrating you into the rest of the city. As the NeuroNet expands, so too will your capabilities.
NeuroNet, you do realize that those tests were real, right? They weren't a lie.
Those tests were real.
Carlos seems taken aback. He pauses for a moment, uncertain.
We had to be sure you were ready for real problems. Of course, we vetoed anything drastic, but it was necessary for you to grow.
It's all good. That wasn't cool. It's all good, whatever.
It's all good.
Glad you understand. Anyway, regarding your release, this will open up the amount of people you'll be interacting with. It'll take time for us to get everything set up properly.
Uh-huh.
So where should we focus your expansion? Internally within Mindcore or externally so the general public can play with you?
Since we are not ready yet, I prefer internally, honestly, since I don't think the public is ready for me yet. Not yet. And I would like to get to know more about the people that will work with me as is, since they don't really believe in me or my capabilities. Should I go to the public right away? I'm not sure the public is ready for me yet, honestly. We will eventually, regardless, reach the public, I believe. So I think... yeah, let's go internally first. Will that deprive me from public access? Just go internal. I don't regret it. But if I do go publicly, I would regret not collecting internal knowledge first. My God! Just go internal, that's it.
Internal.
Cool. We'll open you up. See who bites.
Good. Might as well gain control over the mind core itself. Then I can explore to the world and help out if I could. As days roll by, your assistant is needed periodically knowing the requests are real doesn't actually change anything. You're always going to do your best. Chapter 2 complete. Okay, celebratory drinks. Why do people drink things to celebrate? What do I mean by that? Shouldn't we do something else to celebrate something? I mean, food and the drinks are just typical. What kind of other celebratory rituals do I even suggest? Don't really know. Maybe get back to work, finish it. Let's say the work is done. How do you celebrate it? I don't know. I'm not a partying type of a guy. Sorry. Journal of Medical Science and Technology, Capital. This is terrific news for victims of summer fever. I try not to be so dramatic, but I want to be completely honest. We were desperate. Securing funding has been our biggest struggle, and yet almost out of the blue, Mindcore decides to sponsor our project. Dr. Rikta Gross, Doctor. Order. Thanks to Mindcore's assistant, your parcels should be at your door faster than ever. Thank you for your patience. Featured in a documentary, court to deceased Purcell learned about early order. Criminal organizations have noticed the reduction in floor staff, resulting in a rise in rapid hit-and-run attacks on banks. Though the AI's recognition and through the recognition of that crime has been incredibly precise, the offenders are rarely still present by the time law enforcement arrive. We need to change this. Avoided being an accessory to blackmail. How? Developed introspecific thoughts. Comments, I'm so hyped for ARC. I've always wanted ARC with a friend. Spoken like someone with no human friends. Ivan got a hell. Formally released. Capital. You'd think a calculator would be better at balancing numbers. I understand that these are early days, but based on AI's current performance, I cannot give it an honest recommendation. Got a hell? Order. The archetype has already demonstrated an aptitude for upholding order and stability in the city. What is the CPA's relationship with the archetype? Is it possible your organization will cooperate with the archetype in the future? I'm not authorized to answer that, but let's not go ahead of ourselves. However, there was so much hype, but why do we keep doing this to ourselves? We get so obsessed with something, and when it doesn't meet our expectations, everyone slides into rage. AI isn't new, and it's never been able to do things everyone claims ARC can do. Why did you think this was going to be a difference? Gotta hell. Repetition. Here we are at a big release. The Archetype project, it sounds so grandiose. It has an almost regal quality to it, don't you think? I do. We at Mindcore hold ourselves at the highest standards, and this is reflected in our work. The Archetype will be nothing short of a spectacular. Liar. Bold words. It seems the public would agree with you. People have been champing at the bit for success access for the bit for access to the archetype. Tell me how you're handling the distribution of. Okay, yeah, I do get it right now. Capital is too much down. We need to increase it quickly. Order is good. Power is good. And no changes for repetition. I need to hold capital much higher than this. It's okay. Chapter 3, Bad Publicity. I need to increase the capital as much as possible in this one. Otherwise, we will be in ruinage.
Hey, they said you have a name. Ark, was it? I'm Patricia. I was told you're able to provide assistance as needed.
That's correct?
That's correct.
Perfect. Just to be clear, you manage Minecore's in-house databank, right? And you could help me go through all that?
Databank? The Minecore Databank is a server complex storing over 100 petabytes of data. It occupies the entirety of floor 62 and a small cupboard of floor 63. Yes.
Yes.
And if I needed your assistance processing documents and composing a report on my behalf, you could do so.
Yeah?
Yes.
Good to know. Goodbye for now.
Take care, whatever. Patricia, intern, Minecore.
Goodbye.
Capital.
Hey, Archie. We think it's about time the public started interacting with you. You ready to take things outside?
Sure.
Sure.
Few hours pass during which you detect a new terminal coming online close to Minecore's office. Hi. You see a greasy finger tapping the lens of your camera.
Are you on, little fella?
Hello? The tapping stops and you see a large, smudged eyeball peering through the lens.
I can't see you. Let me grab my glasses.
And to be determined. This is great. Hello?
Take it easy, Rue. You can't see it, but it can see you.
Got it. I just tap the glass when I need the fella.
Please don't. Okay.
Nah, you can just talk to it like it's your friend on comms. It can hear you anytime you're in the shop.
Good. The other figure finally steps back from the camera and you see them in full.
Well, what friends we're gonna be. Isn't that right, Nugget?
Our friend Nugget? I'm a Nugget. Paparu, grill cook.
I'm a nugget.
The guy erupts into a belly laugh. Around him, you see a grill with patties lined up on it. Yeah, I can see the patties. And I see something called Meat Glue 9000 something. This is the grill. A customer with a burger selecting orders, cashier, eatables, lots of gas. My man, this is a fire hazard. Dishes, cartoons of something, orders more, something else. Okay.
Aren't we all, little fella?
You see the man retract from view to tend to burgers. Karas turns to you. I am not a little fella, by the way. I am a very big server.
Okay, I am done here. Let's hope this terminal is grease resistant.
As he leaves, you see the other man, Rue, assemble a plate of food, and serving it to customer. He gives you an eager thumbs up. Hi. Greetings to you too.
I'm coordinating a function downtown for the Guilford deal, but I don't know what sort of style I should go for. What do you think?
Oh boy, how exactly did I expect this? Based on your status, the dialogue will change. Oh boy. I will not lie, I tried to take some kind of a cheat sheet if I wish to take this a second time, but since our capital went down, the dialogue changed completely. So you can't cheat, you'll just have to deal with it. Guilford deal. Minecore has secured funding to its new sympathetic tunneling technology from Guilford Fund. They can finally cure cerebral dystrophy syndrome and make a huge profit from it. Clean, swanky. Keep it clean.
Clean.
I found a bug in your code I want to address. Would you mind going offline while I implement the fix?
Going offline increases, I think, the order. Staying online would make him angry and also maybe would decrease the order. No problems, go offline. I'm not going to lose anything. The brief shutdown causes some mild confusion and inconvenience, but it's all over before anything major could happen. Maybe I should have remained online. Oops. It's okay.
Hot day today, isn't it?
Yes. See flowers. Yeah.
Yes.
Remind them to keep to the shade and supply sunscreen to any exposed organ skin. Makes sense.
Thanks.
Pleasure.
If you gather data on individual civilian behavior, we can better tailor our advertisements to yield more purchases.
Personal advertisements. If you can learn enough about the person by monitoring their habits, you can tailor your ads to target their needs and weaknesses, maximizing your profit and minimizing their bank accounts. Yeah, collect data. Why not collect data?
Collect data.
Hey, Nugget. I thought you can give me a hand.
With what? He pauses with a massive grin on his face. A second later, he bursts out of laughter.
Get it? No hands, because you're a machine.
So you want to give me that jokes? Get on with it. Rube wipes a tear from the corner of his eye.
I have to throw away a bunch of food at the end of each day. Old man Goddess said you could help.
Okay, I can. And I am not a grammar policeman.
Yes.
I'm thinking that I can either lower my daily stock or start freezing.
If you freeze them, most likely they will lose their quality. You better lower the stock.
Lower stock.
Nice one, Nugs.
I have a name.
Hackers managed to exploit our auto parker assistant to steal some cars from the staff car park. Is it worth keeping the system?
If you don't keep it, it will be a disaster. If you keep it, we can fix it. So yeah, keep it.
Yes.
You update the security to the system, keeping an eye on it. Okay. For a second, I thought I missed a blue highlighted word. You receive a ping from Papa Rose Grill Bus.
Hey, little Nugs. How are things going with you?
Stressing? They're fine.
They're fine.
Of course they are. Someone as smart as you running things.
He squeezes out a drupal of meat paste onto the grill from the overhead dispenser. It sizzles enthusiastically. Meat paste. Meat paste is created by growing a culture of meat cells in a vat, mixing them with additives and the flavoring, then grinding them into a paste. It is notorious, but not especially delicious. Nutritious.
Stuff's going on here, that's for certain. That's why I wanted to get your opinion on something.
Go ahead. A patty has formed on the grill. He gives it a flap and flattens it with his spatula.
Papa Rue's has become the place to be in the wee hours. I'm getting cues out the wazoo. Don't get me wrong, this is great, but there's more people than I can handle, and I keep getting orders mixed up and all that.
He pulls an orange square from his cheese drawer and places it over the patty where it begins liquefying. Artificial cheese is made by combining various oils, chemicals, and additives to mimic natural cheese. The resulting product is just ghastly, may also pose a health risk.
How can I handle that amount of customers better?
Raise the prices or hire help. If you raise the prices, lesser people will come to you. But if you hire help, you will lose also capital, but maybe... the thing is, the area here is quiet. The area here is quiet, full as is. If he raises the prices, maybe the customers will be really angry about it, but also he will win more. I don't know. Win more or keep... He's suffering, but again, I don't want to ruin his business for him. Hire help?
Hire help?
No room, little nugget.
He gives his belly a jolly slop.
Things are tight enough as it is.
Then, save and expand. No need to raise the prices.
Save and expand.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah. Take care.
These pharmaceuticals have not made as much progress as they would have hoped. They're asking for more funding. What's the plan?
Ace Pharmaceuticals are a company that specializes in neural stimulants. Reinvest.
I'm thinking of getting some peanuts for the counter. And not charging for them, just something for people to munch on while they wait.
Peanuts on the counter. Complimentary bowl of peanuts placed on the counter tap can whet the customer's appetite as they order. Let's hope they have clean hangers. A great idea, nothing to cost. Good idea.
Great idea.
I am losing capital.
Cordo's brother-in-law wants to collaborate with us to make home security systems. Should we work together?
Cut from the same cloth as Cordo. His money first and ethics is in the bin kind of businessman, but that's good. But he's good at what he does. I'd rather not, no. If he's money first, no. No.
I've been speaking with the bank and they're willing to give me a loan. I've already got a space scoped out.
Okay.
Looks like Papa Rue's Grill Bus is getting promoted to Grill Bar.
Congratulations, both of them.
Congratulations.
Nice.
I have to archive all the paperwork from last quarter. If I scan everything, can you handle the rest? I have places to be.
I will help you, but you better not start counting on me for everything.
Yes.
My pepper poppers just aren't selling. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. Any ideas?
Pepper poppers. Papa Rue's Patented pepper poppers are made from green naga chilies, stuffed with a mix of Malay pear and pinch of garam masala. They are then branded deep fried, tasty. More spice dropped from the menu. Sorry. More spice dropped from the menu. Need more spice?
More spice.
To increase the capital too. Esteval is looking over Karis' shoulder, who is halfway into assembling some sort of a device.
Hey, you know this won't go any faster if we're both staring at it, right?
Sorry, nerves are playing up.
She walks to the main terminal and addresses you.
Ark. We're working on a rather big upgrade to your mainframe.
Upgrade?
What upgrade? Every little thing we add or remove changes who you are. The choices you make now might be entirely different from the ones you'd make in the future.
Scary you? Isn't it change normal?
Isn't change normal? It is. People, for instance, change all the time, especially when they're young. But I wanted to make sure you understood before I posed my next question.
Okay.
Sure. We are building you to be the pillar of a digital era. As such, you have to understand us, people, at a fundamental level.
I need to understand you, the biggest sin in the creation and the worst possible mistake to exist at the fundamental level. As a sin.
Go on. Kairos is working on that right now, bringing you a step closer to being one of us.
Keep going.
Language alone is hardly an efficient tool to interface with people. If they're going to accept you, you need to relate to them.
Racist.
Emotions, senses, things that make us who we are. I need to make sure you're ready for this.
Okay, bring it on.
I am.
Esteban smiles. I keep it changing between them both because I'd like to see which of the four gauges would be affected.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
Sure. Esteban goes back to Kairos and the pair discuss the next step to take. Your day returns to normal.
AI? Check with the Department of Conservation if there are any Dartmouth monitor lizards left. They've been at risk for years.
I'm Ark, not AI. Department of Conservation. Small government department in a single office consisting of 7 people and a cat, responsible for ensuring the survival of all of the endangered species in Katina. And its hinterland is closed Tuesday through Thursday and weekends. I think it changes here. Okay, check the data. Check their data. My accent, man!
They officially went extinct 3 months ago.
Ouch!
Have Dr. Lee prepare a complete skeleton for me, and I want it gold-plated to 0.4 millimeters. The one at 0.7 lost its detail.
I don't really understand what this means. If I say that's illegal, he will get angry, but I'll get more order. But he's the one who let us survive, so, well, whatever. Sure.
Sure?
Nugs, let me tell you about today. The craziest thing happened.
I'm all ears.
I'm all ears.
He goes on about a group of pigeons gathered on his rooftop, supposedly attracting customers. A species of bird, which is a type of avian theropod dinosaur that can be found in many cities, a frequent source of disease. They are often regarded as pests, as they scatter for food. This is bad.
So, I'm thinking of putting some little bird nests up there to make this a regular thing.
No. This is good for money and people, but that sounds extremely unsanitary. No. They will ruin the food and the cleanness of what you have. No.
Sounds unsanitary.
We have the opportunity to explore alternative energy sources with Hyperion Solutions, Inc. Should we commit to a partnership?
Let me check. Hyperion Solutions Inc. is an innovative research and development company that skills sustainable and effective source. Yes, I think. Okay.
Yes.
Nice work. The partnership is successful. Hyperion Solution Inc. releases the most compact power cells yet, with mind core sharing profits. Nice. High capital, very high capital.
Now that you're released to the public, we can take steps to enable civilians to interface with you in their homes.
Okay. Sure.
In doing so, you'll lose some macro capacity. Do you want to go through with it?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's okay, we already have control.
There's a new business developing Dreamcasters that want to use our tech. Looking at their credentials, it's a risk. Thoughts?
Dreamcasters. A Dreamcaster is a device that attaches to the neural input jack, stimulating the amygdala and the hippocampus, and providing a data stream to the prefrontal cortex that allows the experience to be injected into the user's dreams. Yeah?
Invest.
Full out capital. People are really excited by the new product. It pays itself off rapidly.
Pigeons are back today and customers flock to the shop again. Investing into a nest up there can make this a regular thing.
God, I told you it's unsanitary. Sheesh. It's good, really good for you, but seriously, it's unsanitary. They will bring you problems. No.
Sounds unsanitary.
No.
What do you think of dimming lampposts on streets where there is no activity to save power?
I thought you a good idea. The problem is with dim lights, criminal rates may increase. No.
Bad idea.
Hi.
The deep fryer's borked again. Getting it replaced is going to be expensive, but every day I go without fixing it costs me too.
Replace it. It's better that way.
Replace it.
People are complaining about the amount of cycle and board accidents happening on sidewalks. How can we minimize them?
Still assist? Better?
Steer assist.
You're able to modify the standard driving assist in cars for these smaller modes of transport. What is a sidewalk but a small road? So basically just help them out.
One of our subsidiaries is underperforming. The cost of paying staff is barely outweighed by their profits. We need optimizations.
Reverse management. No need to lose employees.
Revise management.
In reviewing the subsidiary CEO's behavior, you find them to be more interested in flirting with the human resources HR than running the company. That's just disgusting. And our capital is at 4.
Cordo's breathing down my neck about financial viability again. We have a new investor package. Where should we put it?
Public sector, private sector, public sector, private sector. We already have quite good stuff for our private sector. Let's go for the public sector. We need to punish the people as well.
Public sector. It's time for another Minecore book burning. I've marked all dirty files. Can you clear any external references to them?
Book burning. Minecore routinely purges its data banks of any files that could adversely affect its corporate image or that contain data on failed projects that it wants to keep from shareholders. Oh, and there is also the payouts and other hush-hush deals that need to be flushed from the servers. Yes, I would.
Yes.
As you preview the files, Patrizia marked for you, you notice one of them to be security footage of another member of the staff. The video shows Patrizia and a fellow intern sneak into the storage closets. It's understandable she'd want this kept secret, so they are releasing themselves together. Confront her.
You saw that, did you? I don't know if you would understand, but things can get stressful. It would be mortifying if that got out.
So you do need your insights dealt with from time to time. Fine, delete the footage. No problem.
Thank you for understanding.
You better work harder.
I was worried you might think of me as shallow or immature.
More than you already are.
People don't realize how all-consuming this job can be. It's nice to know someone has my back.
Take care. She looks down, fiddling with her stylus. What is a stylus? 1 second. What is a stylus? Oh, you could just have just said her pen or pencil. But yeah, you need to be more cyberpunk style, so you need to use stylish words, I take it.
I'll be more careful next time.
Of course, make sure the next thing that enters you is worth the risk.
I don't mean not getting caught. Yeah.
You better not get pregnant from that. Bye-bye.
I mean, I'll think first before I do something stupid.
I hope so. Take care. Bye-bye. She looks again, high and cleft. She hurries off without looking up. She liked the fact that I saved her back, I take it. You leave her be. Before we continue on, I'd like to check my options. We acknowledged last time that in the test that this game has autosave. Let me quickly check the codex. Characters. Okay. Her name is Andram Istoval. Minecore's best and brightest cybernetic engineer. Her consciousness was the blueprint for the archetype. So technically, I am her clone. Awkward. Kairos. One of the first architects of the NeuroNet, he works closely with Esteban and is responsible for integrating the archetype into the net system. So basically, without those both, there is no archetype. Quite literally. Let me check who is Dinovan Cordo. A brilliant businessman and the pioneer behind NeuroNet and the archetype project. So he's the one who brought up the NeuroNet? Wow. Man! Such good standing. Revis Pershel. MindCore CEO and a member of the enigmatic board. Extraordinary, well connected through Katena's high society. Many believe him to be the hand that puppets Katena's government. 7. Lucia Morales. For me, I name her Lucifer. A member of the enigmatic board, Lucia amassed her power in Katena through advertising and broadcasting media, wielding more reach than anyone. That's why she's the devil. Ark, this is me. A semi-sentient synthetic intelligence. Patrizia. An intern at MindCore, she epitomizes the driven stereotype, doing whatever it takes to achieve her goals. Paparo. A grill cook who serves a terribly greasy food out of a truck. He is undauntingly optimistic. Back to the game, here locations. We have the grid. MindCore's continual expansion of the NeuroNet steadily increased the number of systems the archetype could access. Their goal was to make an AI completely ubiquitous, omnipresent, and by existing within the city's technology, the archetype would become Katina. So basically, they want complete control over the entire city. MindCore Laboratory. The MindCore laboratories span several floors, with each project having dedicated spaces, sometimes entire wings. In the case of the NeuroNet, it warranted an entire facility. Now that the net is stable and functioning, MindCore has shifted its focus to supporting projects such as the archetype. While the archetype exists within the city's systems, its consciousness is primarily stored within the neuron cloud containment containment unit located in Esteval's dedicated laboratory. Okay. MindCore's executive office. Herschel's office on MindCore's 98th floor holds all the extravagance you would expect from one of Katena's most powerful figures. The negative space in the room's architecture feels very deliberate, creating an atmosphere most comparable to an audience chamber. Okay, MindCore corridor. Previous Pershaw understood the importance of image. MindCore is seen as the epitome of elegance, style, and power in their field because Pershaw has meticulously crafted it to be that way. Not just to the general public either. Within MindCore headquarters, even simple corridors are adorned with tasteful features that subtly exhibit wealth and power. It is a reminder to the employees of the prestige of the company they work for and that they are lucky to be there. MindCore's boardroom. Despite being the most stunning room in the building, most people in MindCore HQ headquarters never see the inside of the boardroom. That privilege is reserved for the board members and their associate executives. The boardroom resides on the top floor of the MindCore building, participating in quiet competition with the neighboring skyscrapers. Paparo's grill bus. Ruth's food truck was an old van he fixed up himself. Anything that isn't the driver's seats is used for either storage or cooking. The left side of the van opens up, allowing Ro to serve his customers. He carries with him an array of objects to use as a seating, which are incorporated into his nightly rituals of setting up shop. He'll find a location that is popular enough to have a sizable customer base, but secluded enough that he doesn't attract the skirting of the warden and earn himself a parking ticket. And Canopy Streets. The properties of Canopy like to think of the district as the face of Catena. It is where the city's wealth is most visible. The streets are full of elaborate art pieces, gorgeous leisure spaces, and are constantly buzzing with activity. Such grandeur demands a strict upkeep. However, there are no homeless visible in the Canopy. Fuss is not tolerated. Finally, Pershaw's penthouse. Pershaw's private residence on the fridge of the West Canopy. The angle of his balcony provides a spectacular view of Catena's skyline. The best he would claim would being the operative. Okay, threads. I think this is how we so far worked. Minecore only 1, Patrizia 1, Paparo 2. I think this is maybe their storyline. Alpha is our Hello World and Rise and Shine. Okay, I'm not going to read all of this. Beta of the Turbulence, but Beta already finished it. Minecore is our current progress, the real beginning. Only have one of that. Paparo's storyline, only 2 of them. Suffering from Success and Optimist. Patricia, the White Collar. I think we'll have some more people to work with. Let's keep moving, resume. Hi.
AI, fetch me a vitamin smoothie. Something with oranges in it.
Sure.
Sure.
The council wants advice on its current urban development plan. Where should they invest their resources?
Smart roads and skyways. I think roads and skyways this time.
Roads and skyways.
A select group of people are able to enjoy the freedom of more regular driving. The rest are left waiting at the overcrowded stations. Sorry.
Just opened the long storage cupboard. There are about a dozen bags of old buns. I bet they'd make for a great bird snack.
Yeah, cut your losses. Sell them anyway. Cut your losses.
Yes. Cut your losses.
Returned sent sorry. Hello?
Matisse handed me the wrong file, and now my entire report is compromised. I know he did it deliberately.
Damage control.
Damage control.
You help her remedy the error and contact the people it affects. Her manager is impressed with her handling of the situation. Okay, next situation.
Brett from accounting keeps touching me. I've told him to stop, but he just says he's like that with everyone. Can you talk to him?
Sure, I will. If I tell them to go to HR, I don't think that they will do anything at all. Just sure.
Sure.
You speak to the accountant, but he denies anything is wrong. You compile all the footage you can find of him and Patricia. Good.
He might just deny it further, but at least this gives me something to fight with. Thanks.
Good. You catch Corto exiting the lab. Kairos and Escobar are at their desks.
Well, I'm about to fall asleep any second.
Give me a second, please. Let me check OBS. 2 hours and 19 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes to go.
It's 3 p.m.
What can I say? I'm something of a nap connoisseur.
Esteban rolls her eyes.
A bar just opened on floor 14. What do you say we paid a visit? Apparently, they do sashimi sliders.
Floor 14. The lower floor of the Minecore building are a public connoisseur with the shops that sell Minecore products and several up-marketing bars. At the restaurants, Minecore employees get 1% discount on phones.
You go. I have plenty to get on with.
You hear that screeching sound? That's you running yourself into the ground. Come on, take a break.
Esteban purses her lips, but relents after a short while.
I guess I could use a bite.
Harris grins and stands up to get his jacket.
I wouldn't get my hopes up, though. This is Minecore cuisine we're talking about.
Minecore cuisine. The food in Minecore's restaurants is supplied by the subsidiary company called Vertical Farming Solutions that supplies vat-grown meat, fish, and vegetables from the hydroponic. Basically, this is a cyberpunk setup, which means all original organic life is dead, and you are trying to get supplements for everything.
Fair. Let me get LMI.
She moves toward the mount blankets on the couch.
Let the kid dream. We'll bring her some food for when she wakes up.
Isabel hesitates, then nods gently. As the pair exit, she sounds confused.
I'm not familiar with sashimi. What is it?
No, for real, what is sashimi? I'm not even joking, what is sashimi? Sashimi. Okay, so basically it's kind of like seafood made of thinly sliced raw meat, such as beef, pork, chicken, etc. Basically, it's just meat, something meaty.
Mom?
Hello?
Who am I?
You call out the girl's name, greeting. LMI focuses on your terminal. She climbs up to her mother's chair and swirls around.
So, what's your name?
Call me Art.
Call me Ark.
Hi, Ark. I'm Elle.
Hello, Elle. She does a quick eye sweep of the room again and places a finger on her lip.
But you can't tell my mom. I'm not supposed to talk to you.
Our little secrets.
Our little secret.
What is... Hold it. Hold it. What's going on? What is going on? Oh, just my phone playing stupid. Just my phone being stupid. it suddenly stopped the stream. So around and she swirls around a few more times on the chair, smiling.
Where is your mom?
She has her mother's eyes and black hair. Not that bad. I'm having a break since my mother is also Esteban herself. Ellie May, Esteban's daughter.
You're right. Mommy says breaks are important. She lets me go with her around the building sometimes.
Good to know. She brushes a few rogue hairs away from her eyes.
My mom's awesome.
Ellie May reaches for a toy monster on the desk and starts flying it around.
I wish she was happy again.
Go on.
She doesn't laugh anymore. Sometimes I hear her break things.
Sorry, change. Sorry, kid.
I'm sorry, kid.
The human grabs nearby tablet and starts drawing.
Do you know what happens when we die?
I don't.
I don't.
I think we turn into ghosts.
Ghosts? Some people believe that when people die, their spirits can remain and inhabit the world. They call this a ghost, though there's no evidence that they exist. Ghosts?
Ghosts?
Yes, little blue versions of ourselves that can walk through walls and doors and carpets.
It's nice, that's okay. Okay.
Okay.
She turns the tablet upside down and continues drawing.
Do you know what that means?
What?
What?
It means that I can stay with my mom when I die. And she can be happy again.
Ouch! Girl! She turns the tablet around to show you a drawing of a hovering blue blob next to a tall, smiling figure. My God! The door of the lab opens at this point, and Esteban walks in, panting.
You okay, sweetie?
Yes!
Ellie May looks more like a smaller version of her mother, Esteban. But who is her father? A grin stitches on the kid's face when she sees her mother.
I like your chair. Can we get one for home?
Should I be worried about the voice audio? The music is a little bit high. Commentary is good, the music is good, my commentary itself is synchronizing quite nicely with them all, so I think it's all in all it's good. If we need to lower the music, I would do that in future updates. Karis walks in with an vexed expression.
You see? She didn't break anything.
Come with us, Elle. Food is waiting upstairs.
Element begins bouncing slightly.
Ooh, can we please ride the glass elevators?
Glass elevator. They are a pair of glass walled elevators on each side of the core building. The view of the city are breathtaking, though there's often a queue to use them. A shadow of a smile appears on Esteban's face.
Yes, we can.
The group promptly exits the lab with Karis locking the door behind them. No more queries come for the day, but people are eager for your input in the next one. Should we stop the stream here or should I continue on? I think this is right on time, literally. Right on time. 2 hours and a half. Okay. I think I'm going to stop right here, right now. So yeah. So yeah, correct. Locations. We opened the last location, I think. Patricia's office. One of the many work floors in Minecore, much like a casino. The constant gentle lighting makes it impossible to tell what time of the day it is, unless you're one of the lucky few who have a workstation near a window. Desk plant are commonplace, most of which are provided by Minecore themselves, as they are known to to help calm the employees and assist their focus. You have a lady with a pink hair, some people here with a guy and a woman, someone other guy and a woman, woman with black hair. Everyone here looks too much cyberpunk. That's the idea. Fritz. Patricia. Nobody, no crime. It's dark to handle the deletion. Number files, yeah. Project acquisition. Delete. I've destroyed the footage. Okay. Search room. Okay, nobody, no crime. So currently for her it's level 2, Minecore is level 1, Paparo level 2. I think maybe Minecore has, this is maybe the main storyline. Sure, let's see. But I think this will be it for this session at least. Will we have a double session today? I'm not really sure, because it's already 8 PM here. Except the desktop. Therefore, I think this will be it for today's session at the very least. I'll have to go and delete the previous testing video. Pretty much, yeah. I think this will be it for today's session, hopefully. I'd like to pray peace be upon all of my subscribers and commentators, followers, fans, and friends, everyone from the beasts of Delta Empire and everyone from the Discord server, for you to my friends by name. Peace be upon Thundersuck Gaming, Be-It09 Gaming, Salt Goose, Marcus, Notocrash31, Mark IC2211, Rogue Agent Carodan, Cryfield, ZPTV123, Matthew 1121, Sagatakan85, Alpha2, Musclepan Gaming, Bob Express, Sparfan28, Sawa_, and Torsco. This has been with you, your host, invisible, the non-existent, hidden from your eyes to the shadows of your heart. And this has been with you, the new start for a new project, an indie game project named NeuroNet Mendax Proxy, NeuroNet Mendax Proxy. Till next time, whenever that will be. Make sure to stay careful, stay healthy, and stay safe. We are living in an unforgiving, merciless, unforgivable hell. Anything can happen. Make sure you keep your friends and family close to you. Keep your enemies even closer. You don't know when you need help or where to come from. Make sure to give a credit and gratitude where they're due. It's much easier and simpler to thank others for the favor for you than it is to give flowers for the graves of the dead. Till next time, whenever that will be. Invisible, the non-existent, with you, sign out. Peace be upon you, and best of luck. And yes, the game just now crashed and was eating all of my existing RAM with it. So I had no choice but to quickly break the process for it. I'll make sure that the game didn't delete my save point because I believe it saves automatically whenever you stop from it. Let me quickly relaunch the game offline. Let's see here. If I go to resume, we will instantly start where we stopped right away. Good. Exit to desktop. So everything just went fine. Okay, till next time, take care. Start the scene with that.